They need to open the door for them to reach ascension, like what you are need.
No, they have the
You
right
have a choice, and they have a choice. We cannot give them judgment,
Of course,
or they put them in the jail. No, we need to push them for the exactly. I'm talking about the Cabal. There is a two kind of the Cabal. The Cabal from the extraterrestrial. You didn't see it. Always the hidden, underground, disappear. And the people from the human being, they are dealing with the Cabal. The Cabal of they are insist to do something bad for the human. And these, the Archons, they control these from the human being.
Exactly.
And they are do something not from their freedom.
Controlled
They
by
force them. They are controlled by the Cabal. And this part have.
Really?
This part, half of this part, they are dealing that as if the Cabal. They want that.
Okay.
And half of them, they do under forcing. Do the darkness. We need to give them a chance for all of them, the Cabal and the human from the Cabal. To let them to choose. This is something important. We give you the chance to choose. And after they choosing, through this period, we will give every one of them what he chooses. This is something important. The next step I wanted to clarify for you, human being, when I need, why I change the name of the arrested, of the name of the handling not arrest. Because I need to flip these big head office from the dark to light. So they can handle your situation.
Very clever, yes.
Because they have a power in your world. I want to just to let them to know the truth, to know the light, and give him the chance to prepare himself to go through the light. If I do that with him, he can handle your world like what he was handling your world from the dark, he can handle it from the light.
Exactly.
When I do the shift, your world, it's just a little period of time, it's become freedom world. But if I need to change them
or replace them,
I need a big time to training these persons to handle these titles.
Exactly, you're right.
When I do that, or the Galactic Federation do that, when they see, after they give him the choice to choose, he didn't accept the light and insist for the dark, I will replace him. But the first of all, you must to handle him and give him the chance. After I broken the link between him and the Cabal, to let him to deal with us in the light. Like we are do that with the Anunnaki and the Anshora before the Anunnaki. Yes, transform them from the dark to light.
To work with the galactic.
By the way, this is the biggest something important for your listen here on earth. Don't judge the dark. Handle the dark, because the dark, it's your brother.
Of course,
But they are dealing with something bad. Darkness.
They need to experience it.
If you cannot handling them, the wrong not in them, in you.
Of course, yes. I believe so.
You need a higher consciousness. When you catch the higher consciousness, you can clean and shift anyone from the darkness.
Exactly.
And if we reach the result of them, we cannot handle them, we push them of the center of the biggest star in your galaxy's Milky Way. To let them to judge. From the judgment there.
For justice,
This is something important. My reply to your question, how we can do this situation, and we see about the green light and the arrest of the Cabal, when this gonna happen, don't miss the third way.
Don't miss yourself.
Because the important thing for you now, not to wait the arrest of the Cabal, for you to prepare yourself to ascension. Don't deal with the right or the wrong or the right.
Right, yeah.
Deal with oneness, handling love.
Yeah.
This is your test. And there's an important element in this equation. Important.
Alright.
The meaning of time in your world.
This is very important issue, by the way. Yeah.
The people, they become sad now about, they get promises about the period of time, red line, and this didn't happen. You must
As they expected,
to explain what's the meaning of time in your world. What they want, the Galactic Federation of Light, they wanna free you from the controlling from the time.
This is good point. All right.
Because your planet, they're dealing with all elements. You are a third dimension.
Yeah.
Third dimension.
Yes.
3 elements. The 4th dimension, you begin dealing with the time. And in the 5th dimension, you become controlling the time.
Right.
It's different in your world. Your world, the time, it's elements you cannot control it or deal with.
We are controlled by the time. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
You are controlled by the time. The Galactic Federation of Light, they are dealing like this with you, not to broken their promises for you, to training you. Don't be stuck in the time.
Exactly.
Free yourself even from the time.
Exactly.
Why? Because when you do that, in the 5th dimension, you become dealing with the time. It's mean, catch it from yourself. Don't be slave
To the time.
to the time. You create your destiny.
Excellent. Yeah.
You human being, you didn't understand something important. If you want for this shifting to come in the September and the first contact to come in the September, you can't do that. You don't need to wait 6 months even.
Yeah.
And there is a karma dharma, the karma of the universes. Be worried from the attractive from the universes. When you said, I have a fear if this point of time, 21st of December 2012, reach me and nothing gets happened, it's mean this is your fear. This is what gonna happen exactly.
This is what you will get. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Don't miss your lessons, human being.
Yeah. So we have to free ourselves from the time.
Yes.
All right.
Just when you free yourself from the time, the elements of time,
Exactly. Yeah.
you become free. You will create your destiny anytime you want it.
That's great. Yeah.
And be careful about the names, the title of names. In your world, you always counting minute. The Galactic Federation of Light, they are live moment. There is a difference between that. When you are become controlled by the time, you always counting the time. It's illusion for yourself, for your world here on Earth, Gayama.
Yes, you're right.
But the Galactic Federation of Light, they are dealing with the time. It's mean they are live the moment. And the moment, it's mean maybe it's become 1 minute or billions of years or trillions of years.
Yeah,
it's just wait a moment, not a minute.
Yeah.
What the Galactic Federation to tell you, wait a moment, not wait a minute.
Yeah.
Try to live
The
these 6 months. This is not something we have and big effort, we need to end it. This is something we need to live in to can reach the ascendant. The time in your world comes from the out because you are counting the time. Because of that they control you. Close your eyes and live your moment from the inside. You become control the time from the out.
That's lovely. Yeah.
Because you have the most something important in your world talk about the time. You didn't know what's the meaning of time. You always said, I'm sit here and the time running. It's illusion. There is no time running. All the scientist people, they said about the time in your world, just a little of them, from them, they know what's the meaning of time. They are said, I'm sit here and I didn't do anything, but the time it's running.
Alright.
It's a big mistake when you said that.
Exactly.
When you are sit here and you didn't do anything from inside or from outside, the time is stopped. It's zero time. It's illusion from your world. It's me. When I need to move some of element from here to here, when I move, the time begins.
The time starts, moving, yeah.
It's me.
Ticking.
Yes. If any delay happened for what the Galactic Federation of Light promised you, don't ask them about it. Ask yourself about it.
Why you didn't move?
Why we didn't move? It's me. Your consciousness, it's not enough to reach the point what the Galactic Federation put it to reach that. It's mean you are delayed, not the Galactic Federation of Light. It's mean your consciousness, it's still motion, slowly. You didn't reach the way how you are dealing with the time. You must to reach the third way, I explained it before, to live the moment. When you live the moment, you control the time. You can create your world like what I wanted.
The way
the
you
picture,
want it,
the shape, the water, the tree, the emotion. You can control everything. But in our world, we didn't deal with the controlling. We deal with the harmony. You should to be a harmony with. The time, it's the element. When you become live your moment, not minute,
exactly.
you become dealing with the time. When you reach the 0 point inside you, you reach the 5th dimension. It's mean not moving from point to point, disappear from point to point without a time. This is the 5th dimension. Like you said in your movies, the spaceship, when they disappear from point A to point B,
exactly,
without speed of time.
Exactly,
You understand me?
So could we say that the minute comes from the mind and the moment from the heart?
Of course, 100%.
That's great.
Because your mind counting the minute, but your heart live the moment. And you can let your moment to become 1,000 years or 1 week or 1 moment.
1 second,
I advise you here, my brother and a human being,